All right, we are live. Just doing a couple audio checks to make sure everything's good, and we can begin. Just give me 1 second. Alrighty. Hi guys, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are here doing a live stream event. Going to be doing a owner-operators economy, realistic economy mode. I can't find my words. But you guys get the idea. It's going to be the owner-operators series. We are currently a driver for hire. And we're just going to do a bunch of jobs and try to make some money, get some experience, hopefully get our truck. In case you guys are wondering, I'm using a bunch of different combination of mods. I went over them previously in one of my episodes, I think 2 episodes ago. So if you guys are curious, I can show you real quick actually. So let's go ahead and exit to the title screen. And I can just showcase all the different mods that I'm using. So 23 active mods. You guys can see them right here. I did not change them. Actually, I am bad about this. I really need to change my mods. Um, let's see. Viewer actually helped me with this. And like a knucklehead, I didn't do it right away like I should have. Beelzebub, appreciate you. You gave me the correct load order where everything should be, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So our physics mod should actually be up higher. That's actually should be near the weather mod, right there. Sounds, that's good. Actually, sounds fixes should be down. The only problem is, like, this load order kind of changes things, because if you were to look at the, where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. There it is. If you were to look at the mod on the Steam Workshop, it tells you where it should be in the load order. I think this one is. No, not this one. The realistic trains. That's where it is. So this one tells you where it should be. So the real traffic density sounds fixes. So the sounds fixes has to be low in order for this to work. So I get kind of confused by that. Even though it said the sounds should be higher in this, according to Beelzebub. So I have to put this actually pretty low. Trailers, background, sounds, physics. Physics should be high, I understand that one. AI mods, traffic, I kind of did that. Skins. So skins is pretty low. So I think these model replacers, I think. Yeah. So I'll just do that. I'll just put this down here. I don't know about that one. I know the economy is kind of down at the bottom. That one I'm not really sure, because I don't think it gave me a spot to put this. Just one of the mods that I found on the Steam Workshop, and I decided to give it a try. So I kind of like it. Helps with the immersion. I think it's fine where it's at, but I could raise it up, I guess. I'll raise it up there. I don't really know. Have that one on there. Google Maps. I guess that's considered a tuning part. Maybe. So I'll put that up here, I think. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. But I feel like that should also be down there. So I'm confused. Whatever, I'll just leave it at that. Hopefully it's good. I don't have any issues. I know I did have a previous... Why did I put that down there? It should be down here. I'm losing my mind. I did have a previous issue with the Sounds Fixes pack, and then the combination of all the traffic mods in here just kind of had some bit of problems, and I did end up crashing before. So that should be fixed now. Alright, so 23 active mods. We got everything else squared away. I believe we left off in Lawton on the other, what do you call it? Silent trucking episode that we did. That's where we left off, so we're going to be picking up there. Just going to be doing a bunch of driver for hire jobs. That's pretty much all this is. There's no time limit on the stream. We'll kind of just see where we go. I'm going to start my stopwatch now, so that way we get everything taken care of. And then we're going to be switching between automatic and manual. That's kind of my plan. It's based upon the truck that we're going to be driving. So let's go ahead and get our first job in. So we're going to be in Lawton. I guess we can do... Oh, we got a waste paper one. I don't really care for that. Big tires, Amarillo, Texas. We could do that one. That would be pretty cool. It's 18 speed, so it'll be a manual. Let's take that one to Amarillo. Pays 222. I'm okay with that. It's going to be 18 speed, so let's go ahead and swap that to 18 speed. Under controls, 8 shifter, and then just double check that's 18. Yes, it is. So we're going to be taking that load right off the get-go. I'm okay with that. So we went through all of Oklahoma. I kind of just wanted to get our base state, and I just wanted to drive. That's pretty much what that was for the silent trucking episode. I am using a wheel cam, just to let you guys know. As you guys can see, I just turned it on. And as you can see my setup here, hopefully you can see it. If not, I can change this, so that way you guys can see it. Oh, I messed that up. Forgot. There you go. I might be able to see it better. So, in front of me, I have the Moser Racing TSW truck sim wheel, the multifunction stocks, R5 base, shifter, button box, and then what you guys are seeing me look around, it's using Track IR, and the tracker is on top of my monitor, and it's tracking these little sensors on top of my head, or on my hat. So, turn my Philips Hue lights back on. Fire our truck up. I don't really need that. See, we are Friday, 8 a.m. Central Time, I believe. Do I have that set up in here in the game? I should have that set up. The time zones. I don't think I do. Where is that? The time zones one. Honestly, I don't know where that went. Is it gameplay? Honestly, I forgot where they put that. I'll just do a search. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Full info. Okay, I do have it. I really like that search feature for that now. That's so nice. Alright. So, it is Central Time, even though it's not saying it. I think the main map will say it. Yeah, Central Time. And here's our map. As you guys can see, we're going to be stopping at the viewpoint here in Lawton. And then we're going to be making our way over to, we're going to jump on, or keep on 62. We're going to go through Altus, which is right about here. The reason why I know that is because I've been there in real life. And we'll take a view at that Air Force Base. Well, this is a plane, not really the actual Air Force Base. And then we'll jump on 40, well, 83 to 40, and then looks like we got a dealership that we can discover here. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll just go over the roundabout way, just so I can discover it. There we go. I'm okay with that. And I believe, I'm not actually sure what dealership that is, because I don't think it's a Kenworth or a Peterbilt, because it doesn't say. So I'm not sure. We'll find out. Alright, so you guys are going to be seeing me shift I will try my best at double clutching. Let me fix my camera here. FOV. There we go. I'm okay with that. Sit up a little bit more. A bit of a tilt in the steering wheel. And there we go. Adjust our mirrors accordingly. So that is important. Leave the convex. That should be fine. There we go. Alright. 18 speed manual. We're gonna go. Hello, how are you doing? Appreciate you stopping by the stream. I do have my chat up on my laptop here to my left. You guys might not be able to see it. I might do float some gears a little bit too, instead of having to double clutch. This is not where I think we are, right? Oh, it is. Try to rev match as much as I can. I am using a physics mod, as you guys saw. It's available on the Steam Workshop. I am doing good. How are you doing? I appreciate you stopping by. The stream is a little bit delayed. Unfortunately, I don't really know how to work that out. So I kind of have a latency. I think it might just be the internet connection. But I've been playing around with the stream settings, hoping to make sure everything's good. And let's go ahead and stop by this viewpoint, take a look at it. Alright, let's take a look at this viewpoint. This is mostly going to be covering the Dynamex tire factory, essentially. I have to find a charging cord for my headset because I just got a little battery signal. That's not good. Thank you. I appreciate your comment. Nice video. Appreciate it. I'm actually going to be right back. I have to go grab my charger. It's on the other side of the office. I just got to get out of my rig here. So I'll be right back so I can grab that so my headset doesn't die in the middle of the stream. Bumped the mic. Of course I did. That would not be good if battery dies on my headset. About this. Alright. I'm gonna have to reset my track IR real quick. It's kind of in a bad spot for that. See what I can do. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that. There we go. I apparently had my mic muted. That's not good. So I apologize for that. I didn't realize my mic was muted. Probably should have checked that. That's embarrassing. So I missed your comment. I did reply, but apparently I'm an idiot and I muted my mic. So welcome back. Again, I appreciate it. And you're just in time to pick a job. We got a few different ones. I'm debating where I want to go. We got a few different options. We can take this load of big tires down to Lubbock, Texas. We can go up to Lamar, Colorado. We got a cable reel going to Raton. Pays pretty good. We can go to Odessa. I think, yeah, this one to Wichita Falls pays $217, but it's going back towards Oklahoma, back east. So, I guess, where would you guys like to see me go? Because it doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to drive. So if you guys could let me know in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll just pick one at random. I'm kind of leaning towards the Lamar, Colorado, but I'll leave it up to you guys. So, got a few different choices here. I apologize if I missed your comment while driving. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't really want to butcher it. But you said drive safely. I'll try to do the best I can with the AI traffic. Got pretty close on that one. And then, yeah, we'll just see how everything goes. Again, any suggestions on where to go? You can do anything. I know I can do anything. I don't know which one to go. I guess, should I do the cable reel? Cable reel, yes or no? You know what? Let's do it. Let's just do the cable reel. Pays almost $300 for the realistic economy. I think that's pretty good. So back in the international, let me go ahead and fix the seat. Adjust that. FOB's got it pushed back out. I think that's good. Check our mirrors. That one's good. That one's pretty much good too. Okay. Didn't have to do much. All right. I'm not answering that. All right, let's see. We're going to be jumping on 40 to 287. We're going to be taking that north to Raton. So pretty much a straight shot. Not too bad. All right, let's go ahead. I don't think this truck has... No, it does not. How much are we weighing? 66,000. It's not too bad. Plus the weight of the trailer. I'm thinking we're probably close to maybe 95,000. I don't think we're pushing over 100. I don't think this truck has beacons. That's the word I was looking for. Beacons. Greetings from Canada. Wow. Where about Canada are you from? Just curious. We're practically neighbors. I live in Wisconsin, so. Well, it depends on where you're, I guess, what part of Canada. I'm just... Wait. Oh, you're going to stop for me. Okay. Global Mills isn't, but you are. Okay. Appreciate your traffic. Ontario. Nice. Never been myself, but not bad. Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. You just found my channel? Well, welcome. Welcome. I do a lot of trucking here on the channel, as well as some other stuff, but American Truck Simulator is pretty much a very big one. But I appreciate you stopping by. Oh, I appreciate that. I do. Every little bit helps the channel. So I thank you for dropping that like and subscribing. Alright. How are we doing on traffic? Clear right, clear left. This is going to be a nightmare to get through. I agree. It is 100% all about community. So I truly appreciate it. Oh, we got a clearing. Let's go. There we go. See if we can clear right. Can't really see it too well. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Oh, we still have the dirt. Ooh, she's heavy. Have to split the gears here. Oh, you let me over? Nope, they're not letting me over. That is not nice. There we go. All right, sounds good. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, and it was good talking with you. Hopefully I'll see you again pretty soon. And you have a good night as well. Oh, 8 o'clock, gotcha. I understand. You take care of it as well, man. I appreciate it. Jump over to this right lane so we can get all the way up. Start heading towards Lubbock. We're gonna slow down. Should be good now. Have my finger there just in case. We're gonna want to move over right away. There it is, yep, 30 miles an hour. Oh, I remember this city. Yep. Welcome to Lubbock, Texas. We're gonna have to start in low. I might even have to use a trailer brake, depending on how heavy this trailer is. That's not gonna be good. Put it back in neutral for now. Oh, it's not wanting to roll. There we go. Had to use the trailer brake for a minute. Get enough torque to roll. This problem is starting on a hill with a heavy load. This one won't be so bad. Turn green. There we go. Easy, FedEx. Up. Of course, you have to pull out. Hello, thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today? Oh. There we go, we got it. I think I went to 8 low a little too early, but we got it. Want to be in the right lane, but I think I'm going to wait until this traffic either gets a little bit further ahead or I pass them. Looks like I might be passing them. Nope, they're going ahead now. There we go. I'm going to be slower than normal traffic. Hauling this giant cable reel that weighs 66,000 pounds. Trying to read your comment. I do apologize. I'm trying to also have to keep looking away to focus on the road. If we come up to a stop, I'll read it a bit more. Yeah, we're coming up to a stop here. Lobby hopping? What job are you doing? Just curious. That's a nice Peterbilt. Or Peterbilt. That's a nice Kenworth. I called that a Peterbilt. Such a rookie. That's a Peterbilt. There we go. Cleared the intersection on that. I appreciate that, and thanks for tuning in all the way from Norway. Wow, that's a long trip for me. But thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you found that video helpful. And that was an honest review of both wheels back to back. Obviously, you can see here on the webcam I am using the Moza Racing TSW. That is my wheel that I have. The Hori wheel I just used. It was my father-in-law got it for him for his, I think, Father's Day actually, and then he let me borrow it to do that video. So it was really nice of him. But glad you enjoyed it. Glad I found it. I'm glad it was helpful. This right lane, I'm going slow. Still got 2 hours left on the drive. Of course, right when I move over. Yeah, we're over here in Texas, delivering a load to Raton, I think it's how it's pronounced, New Mexico. Oversized load here. Doing a realistic economy, kind of owner-operator series going on. Starting it out brand new. Haven't decided which one to go for yet. I completely understand that. When I got the Hori wheel wasn't announced yet. So I ended up going with this because I was using a Logitech previously. And I just wanted to upgrade, get something nice that was dedicated for trucking, and then also is versatile. Now it also depends what you use it for, or what you're planning on using it for. If it's going to be used for primarily trucking and nothing else, you could go with the Hori wheel. It is cheaper. It's all in one package. You get the wheel, the pedals, shifter, and a button box all in one, and it's pretty much plug and play. Every piece of the Moza Racing is essentially its own thing. There is that trucking bundle out there, but it doesn't come with the shifter, and it doesn't come with the turn signal stocks. So those are all separate. So it's kind of what you want to spend. In my opinion, the feel of the wheel of the Moza Racing is a lot more of higher quality, but unfortunately it comes at a higher price point overall, especially if you go into like the shift knob that you see here and the button box. Those are also separate, made by ATS accessories, so it all depends on what you want to stick into it. Some people prefer the quality of the Moza Racing versus the versatility of the Hori wheel. I guess not versatility, but the I guess what you get versus price, whatever word that is. My mind's drawing a blank. Cargo glass racks. Interesting. Hey, that's a pretty big income there. A lot better than my, what, 298 for this one. But again, it's a difference between the economy mod that I'm using here as well. Yeah, it is really it just comes down to preference. One of the things that I don't like about the Hori wheel is that it's primarily only used for trucking. It's all that it's going to be good for the most part. You can't change the angle, you can't change the size of the wheel. You can change the rotation, but it's still an oversized wheel, where the Moza Racing has the quick detach, so you can detach the truck wheel and put it on a racing wheel with just undoing this back here. I'm not going to do it because otherwise the game will probably freak out, but it's a lot nicer in my opinion. Plus, I got the tilt bracket mounted onto the wheel stand here, so I can tilt the wheel all the way up and all the way back down. But I can actually show you guys here in a minute, like that. So I can tilt and drive the truck like this, or I can drive it all the way like that if I'm driving like a sports car. I prefer it tilted up just slightly, kind of mimic a real truck. That's just my preference though. And I got these little thumb screws that allow it to tilt. But there's a lot of different accessories you can do too. That's why I'm happy I went with the Moza Racing. But I don't want what my preferences are to sway you. You want to decide for yourself and what you want to go for. Again, the price point is also a very big factor when it comes down to that. Oh, slowing down to 40 here. We're coming up to a stop. So the tilting is actually a different bracket that comes with the truck bundle. Normally you would mount the tilt bracket to like your desk. I apologize, dog is barking. Must be somebody walking their dog. He does that a lot. So the tilt bracket is actually normally mounted to your desk, and you can tilt it up and down based upon that. I apologize, he will not stop barking. That's annoying. I just have it mounted here, so I custom drilled holes into the wheel stand so I can get it to mount on it. It took a lot of work to do because it's not native for this, but that is another advantage of the trucking bundle, is you get that wheel stand, or the tilting bracket. There we go. Oh, it's actually pretty cool. I like that mural. And as far as a tilt bracket, normally they come with hex screws. I just changed it to have wing nuts instead. So I went to the local hardware store, took the screw and just matched the thread. And I got these. I would normally do it, but I'm using a lot of different mods for this profile, and I have to switch to my other profile that I use for convoys that doesn't have any mods. I have about, I think, 23 mods, yeah, that's about right, installed on this profile to create like a very realistic economy setting. As far as the price that you would get as a driver for hire, that might not be so legit, but I didn't create the mod. As far as the prices and stuff like that, that is the Gordon's Economy mod off of the Steam Workshop. That's what I'm using. I just modified a couple different things for that as far as like the traffic fines, because I made that based upon real life data instead of the in-game data. Otherwise I would if I wasn't on this profile. Man, this thing is heavy. It's struggling up this grade. Downshift here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way down to 7 low so we can get up this hill. We didn't get a gross total gross weight yet. Haven't crossed the scale. There we go. Now we're going downhill. Pretty cool. Man, this thing is struggling. City here. He's slowing down to 55. I got 42 miles left. Well, if you'd be willing to wait until after I finish this delivery, we got about 40 miles left. I could swap to that profile and then I can join you. To that. I just have to figure out what truck I want to use. My other profile is pretty high up there, to say the least. Got a lot of drivers. But I use that one primarily for convoys and then the World of Trucks events that come out. I haven't done a convoy in a while yet. Sky looks really cool though. Absolutely love it. There we go. We're in Raton. Let's turn that on. So that's for me. It's a very it depends question, and what I mean by that is it all comes down to what you're going to be using the wheel for. If you're just using the wheel for trucking and that is it, then yeah, go with the Hori system because it's plug and play. You don't have to map pretty much everything. All the buttons are already mapped as soon as you configure it, the wheel in the game. So you don't have to worry about any of that. The company already worked, Hori already worked with SES to do that. So at that point it's nice, but if you're planning on buying a wheel for trucking and then a wheel for racing, farming, or anything else, maybe the Hori wheel could work for farming. I know they have a separate wheel for farming, and that's also kind of dissuades me from that, is you have multiple different systems that you have to buy a whole new setup for a single game. But I personally like how the wheel feels, at least the Moser Racing. I like that soft, like it's almost like a pleather, like plastic leather feel. To me it feels like it's a lot more quality, but it's nitpicking, honestly. Both are really good wheels. And it all comes down to what you're going to be using it for. The advantage that the Moser Racing one has is that quick disconnect. That quick disconnect is a huge plus, because then if I want to change, another game I play with a wheel is Wreckfest. So if I want to switch to Wreckfest, I just take the wheel off, put my other wheel on, which is right down there, and then that's all good to go. I can play Wreckfest, have the force feedback, or any other racing game that I want. Where the Hori wheel is going to be strictly set up primarily for trucking, because that's what it's designed for. It might work for Farming Simulator. I haven't tried it on Farming Simulator. It's got enough buttons that you can program, so it probably could work. But as far as any of the other games, I don't know. I haven't tried it. BMG, it might work for that too if you play that. I think I played it only a handful of times. So it all comes down to personal preference. What you want out of the wheel, what you plan on using it for. It's nice that you have that option in comparison to each other. I think I missed a line here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get it. This is going to be fun. Trying to back up this dolly so I can get the trailer moved over. Alright, see if I can get this now. I didn't swing wide enough when I entered the parking lot. See, we'll go green. Is he gonna give it to us? I don't think so. Nope, it's not. You gotta bring that trailer over a lot. because I got all the stuff here. And Dolly is not wanting to cooperate with me. Alright, see if that'll work. It's not wanting to do. Oh, come on. That didn't happen. Come on. There we go. Got it. Whoa. That took a lot longer than it should have. There we go. That took a minute. Alright, go ahead and save this. Then I'll switch profiles if you're willing to join. Or if you want somebody to join. That's right. Well, actually, we'll continue this for now. So we were in Raton, Pueblo, Colorado. Well, actually, I don't want to drive at night because it gets really dark in the game. So we'll visit truck dealer. This is how I skip time. We'll go ahead and visit the dealer. And then we'll just back out. That should forward the time to 8 a.m. Ooh, there we go. We're going to take Silica to Takamakari. 242, that's not bad. It's a little high for the mileage. Little low for the mileage. But it's fine. And we're going to be in an automatic this time, so we're going to have to change that over. Just like that. Go ahead and adjust our seat and mirrors. Seat first, mirror second. And get that driver mirror. So you can see our trailer. There we go. Should be good. Alright, take a look at the map, see what we're doing. Find the button. So just straight south on 84. Not bad. Nothing of sightseeing this way. We do have one right here, but it's kind of out of the way. Could go for it. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Then we'll turn around at that truck stop. Head back. Let's do it. Alright. Do a little bit of sightseeing on the way, right? Nothing wrong with that. I don't think I can go out that way. Ooh, that's a problem. Really doesn't like that I'm getting close to obstacles. Kind of have to with this. There we go. A little bit of a different of a truck drive. Don't have to worry about shifting. Yeah, I can join you. Let me just pause this job here then. I'll switch profiles real quick. Go ahead and save it. We don't lose track of that. Go ahead and continue the career on that one. What is your lobby? Ooh, incompatible save. That's right. I was on 1.56 or one. Yeah, I have to load up 1.55. I was trying out the open beta of 1.56. Tell you what I'll do is I will create a convoy, and then you'll be able to join me. And then my convoy will just be my username. So that way it will be able to be open. And we'll have a maximum of 8 people. So, if you guys want to join me, feel free. Convoy name is my username. More than welcome to join. And where is this job at? So that way I'll be able to pick it up. First, let's decide what truck I want to use. I got a lot of trucks. Let's see. was using that one. Do the Peterbilt 389, or the W900 even. Ooh, I'll do the W900. I'll drive that guy. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. That's the one we'll take. Alright. I'm going to switch this to manual. Oh, it already is. Not too much. Okay. So I am in Dallas. No, I'm not. I'm in Iowa. That's right. So we did Iowa World of Trucks event. So I'm in Mason City, Iowa. But I can fast travel anywhere. Just let me know. Actually, you told me where the job is. Scroll back in the chat. No, you didn't. It's cargo glass racks. Where does it come from? Not seeing that convoy. Nope, not seeing it. Probably easier if you just join my convoy, if you're able to. I do have all the DLCs installed. My session name is just the same as my username. Makes it easier. Otherwise, if you want to search for the session ID number, it's also there too. So I'll just kind of wait, see if you're able to join. Kind of go from there. I'll give it a little bit before we see if we're able to. If we're not able to, I'll probably swap back to the other profile. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Be right back. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Alright. The password, there is no password on it. I don't have anything. So you should be able to, if you get in, you should just be able to join. Shame I can't play any music. I don't have any copyright-free music available on. Well, I do have some. I think it's all copyrighted stuff. Yeah. Shame I don't have any copyrighted or copyright-free stuff to play. Alright. As you guys can see, I already did the Cruising Iowa event. So that's why we're here in Mason City. And that is this profile. So I'll give it a little bit more time. If you're able to join. If not, then we'll probably just switch back to the owner operator profile and continue where we left off. No, it's not working. That's alright. That's alright. At least we can say we tried. I've been having issues kind of with the convoy on my end anyway. So it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I might do a viewer live stream some point in the future. My current setup right now is a little bit limited. I'm actually going to be moving here at the end of the month, so once I get to my new place, I might be able to figure something out. But until then, we'll have to just put that on pause. So we'll swap back to the owner-operator career, finish that load in New Mexico. As soon as the game loads. And go from there. Oh, it's got to load again. There we go. So I'll go back to title screen. There we go. Hey, we're level 4. Nice. How'd that happen? Alrighty. So as the game loads, we should be all set. There we go. Going to from Ratan to Takamakari. Sim delivery. Alright. There we go. So we got 7 hours. It's gonna be a longer trip. I would say no right at the moment. Perhaps if you're welcome to, if you can find me on Steam and shoot me a friend's request, I'll be willing to accept it. But I'm fortunately not able to pull up Steam right now, so I'm not able to give you my friend's code, and I kind of don't want to give that on stream. That's right. All right, we'll wait for traffic here. It could also be my internet. I've had that issue before with doing convoys where it doesn't seem to find my convoy session, and I'm not sure why. And I've also had it where I'm not able to find another person's convoy session. Again, not sure. It could just be something with the internet connection that I have. But like I mentioned, I'm going to be moving here shortly, so I'm not too worried about it right now. Once I get into a new place, I can try to figure it out. And then perhaps be able to do a live viewer participation stream where we get the convoy together. Be kind of cool. That's right, we're going to visit this viewpoint up here. There we go. A nice stop. Not sure how far. Oh, it's about 25 miles. Not too bad. Looks like we got bit of mountainous terrain possibly coming up here. Oh, looks like you found me. There you go. Swift is hogging all the road up. Well, that's really cool. US 64 rest area. Nice little area. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and turn around. This is going to be interesting. Traffic's clear, so let's go ahead and do it. There we go. I just cut 2 hours off our time. That's not bad at all. And we got an email. I wonder what that's about. I'll slow down for this curve. That happened. Going too fast around that curve. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's like $500 fine, $700 fine, something like that. Ouch. Either hit them or flip. A little too fast. See how bad our damage is. 10% on the truck, 1% on the trailer. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not good. Definitely had a little whoopsie there. Thankfully, no damage to the cargo. That's the important part. Yeah, it was a pretty big oopsie. Thankfully it wasn't too bad. I don't think I have any messages on the truck. Nope. No warnings on the dash, so that's good. We'll probably repair our truck at the next repair station that's down the way. depending on where that is. Set our cruise control. I mean, the truck's still running pretty fine, so it's not the end of the world. Definitely hurt our bank. It's a nasty fine. Especially with how low that we make for a job right now. This job only pays $242, so we're negative like $500 from this load. Just to get caught back up. That's the first violation I've had on this profile though, so that's not great, but at least it's not the worst. And here I was trying to be accident free the entire failed that. It's alright. It happens. That's what I get for sightseeing. So 3 hours left on the job for drive time. 7 hours left to get there. So the job is never considered late. So we should have enough time to make a stop at a repair station. Exit's coming up here. Actually take a look at the map here. See where the repair station is. Oh, we don't really have one, but we don't have a scale, so we don't have to worry about it too much. I'm okay with that. If we had a scale, we definitely wanted to repair. Oh, we can avoid it. Go. Always gotta slow down for them curves, though. Road again. How much are we weighing? 38,000? We're probably close to 80,000. That's why we're running a little slow up these hills. Not bad for being in the desert, it's only 75 degrees, 74 degrees. Definitely feel the weight of the truck shift around these corners. Start slowing down now. Maybe a little bit early, but there we go. Back on 40. Eastbound. Eastbound and down. Looks like we're able to get over. Got cruise back on. $84 miles up to go. Not bad, not bad. We're getting there. Whoa! What are you doing, Decker? About to cause an accident. That's what he was doing. Definitely going around him as soon as I can. That beeping's really annoying. I'm not able to get over. What are you doing, dude? Why are you slowing down like that? I mean, I get it's a sharp curve, but... Going around. Oh boy. That's all right. I don't mind being behind Sell Goods, as long as it's not Decker again. Sell Goods is hauling, man. Up to Takamakari. exit. This Tesla's not letting me over. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we're able to get over. Last thing we want is another accident. Okay. Clear left, clear right, good to go. Officially entered the city of Takamakari. Oh, what are we doing? My trailer is sticking way out there at the intersection. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I wonder what the heck's going on. I have a feeling it's an accident. Yeah. Yep. AI. Traffic crash. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I would say they absolutely do. Absolutely they do. Because now we're stuck in traffic because they can't merge properly. And now I'm worried about backing up because I was going to cut over, but now these two cars decided to go on my left side, on my driver's side. So that means I have to back up even further. Now I could back my trailer up at an angle and just go around. Probably going to have to do that. This is not going to be ideal at all, but I don't know what else to do to get out of this situation. It's a curb, because there we go. What are you? This is what I mean. Look at this guy. I'm trying to back up. I don't know what this car's doing. I don't know. Can I just pull straight through? Won't let me. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is totally not legit. I got an invisible wall here. I'm just gonna ride it. Nope, it's not gonna work. I don't like this at all. I don't like that car right there. Why you gotta be right there? And he's gonna back all the way up. I don't know. I don't know what to do. All right. I'm gonna back up as far as I can into the intersection. Cut over. That guy's reckless. There we go. Just gonna go around opposite lane of traffic. You thought you were gonna have an accident? Yeah. They can't figure their life out. The AI in this game is so weird. When it comes to merging, it's like they don't know how. It's typically where I see the most accidents happen as part as the vanilla game. When it comes to the AI traffic, it's always when they're merging. And then, of course, when you have a traffic mod, like the real traffic density mod like I'm using, it gets even worse because then traffic gets backed up and you end up in a situation like we were just in. They were completely blocking the road. Absolutely. 100%. So you kind of have to go around them. I've had to do that on the highway on a previous profile. They were caught in the highway because the lane ended, and I had to go on the shoulder because traffic literally just stopped. Alright, made it. Looks like we're doing an easy delivery again. So go ahead, pull into our spot. And we'll drop our trailer. There we go. 242. How bad was our traffic fine? $814? Oh, that was a little bit worse than I thought it was. That's not good. Okay. Got one to Albuquerque, Lamar, or Socorro. Which one should we do? 18 speed, 13 speed, and I'm not sure which one that is. We'll have to figure out when we get in the truck. Yogurt, potatoes, or sugar? Which one should we haul? The sugar is a rush job. It's an urgent delivery. I should have put a long distance one in. Which job, chap? We got an International Peterbilt 579 or a Kenworth W900. Let's see. Start a poll. Starting a poll. Which job to take? Let me know. Yogurt? I'll run the poll for one more minute and see what we get. Pretty sure it's going to be yogurt, though. And it's going to be a important delivery, not an urgent. Alright, yogurt it is. Go ahead, take it. Alright, so what we got working with here. Maybe the destination is an ice cream shop. Maybe. We'll see. What's this email that we got? Oh. Okay. That's fair enough. We need our vehicle diagnostics. What do we got? 13 speed. I'm okay with that. We'll do a manual since we did a automatic last time. Alright. Get our truck all set up. That's better. Just our mirrors. When we get our own truck, it'd be way nicer. I have to keep doing this. There we go. Let's actually take a look at the truck here. Not a bad looking truck. Not bad. I also really love the sound of the Kenworth Jake brake. Absolutely love it. Make this wide turn. It's a really loud blinker though. Yeah, the Kenworth W900 is a pretty big truck. It's got that really long hood front. Especially with the big sleeper that we got here. I like the blue on it though. I really like the blue paint job this truck has. It's pretty loud though. And I got the windows up. Imagine if I have the windows down. That's a pretty loud truck. That's a pretty loud truck. Right now coming up this hill. Got 37,000 pounds of yogurt. With the weight of the truck and trailer, we're probably close to about 80,000 max weight. Probably my guess would be right about 76,000. My math is correcting. speed limiter of 65. 220 miles to go. Got a long amount on this. Oh, I think it's including like a rest stop in it. I don't think we need that just yet. We got 13 hours of drive time, so we should be plenty good. Because if we had to rest, it's still 8 hours. Drive 4 hours? It's not too bad. Oop. Not able to get over. Try. Sorry, car. Thanks for speeding up, though, and not slamming on your brakes. Never seen that billboard before. That was interesting. So, funny story about this curve right here. Earlier this year, I was driving a Kenworth W900 in the game, and I was doing the Valentine's event. Just wanted to do it. I didn't record any of it, but I did it. I was taking that corner, just trying to get the last few loads done. I think it was like the last two. I was nearing the end of the event. And I was doing about 75 because I didn't have the speed limiter on. No, I was doing 65. I was doing 65 because World of Trucks limits your speed. And I forgot that that corner is such a sharp corner. I took it going 60 and flipped right on the side. Lost the load, lost the delivery, couldn't recover. And I was coming from I think around Houston. I was coming from Houston and I was going to Phoenix. Yeah, that was a sad day. Because that job paid a lot. Going on in the right lane. Something is. Just leave that on for right now. No clue what's going on in that right lane, but they're all a bunch of slow movers. No, not on this one. This one we're coming from Tucumcari. We're just going to go to Socorro. We don't have any long distance on, so we're kind of limited to about 250 miles max delivery length. At least till we level up. But in that World of Trucks event, it was a long haul, but ended up not making it. It was right up there at Tucumcari. We flipped. Misjudged the corner, misjudged the curve. Didn't slow down enough. Lost control and we just went over. I am not sure what the heck is going on with the traffic in this right lane. Supposedly, got a downhill coming up. I think we're fine right now. It's not too bad. Yeah. Turn Jake brake on low. I don't really need it. Mission to Seattle or Portland. I wouldn't be able to do it on this one. I'd have to switch to my other profile because that one I'm max level at, so I have all the skills unlocked. We can see though. We can do that as a finale. Sun's going down, so let's hit our chicken lights. Low beam, sorry. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, I love the absolute sky. Even on this direction. East? I think it's east. Yeah. That nice purple and red, that looks so cool. I'm not using any graphics mods other than the rain. So if it rains, that I am using a mod for that. But as far as the actual sky textures or graphics wise, the roads or anything like that, that's all vanilla, just on pretty much max settings. That's all I'm using. The game just looks absolutely beautiful. I've seen a couple mods out there for graphics, one I was following for a while. Fortunately, it's a paid mod. I don't like that. And it's not just a one-time pay either, it's a subscription. I'm really not liking that. The mod looks great, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to have to pay a monthly subscription to use it. Look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. Coming into nighttime. Yeah, bright so that way you can see the road a little bit better. Made it. Want to be in the left lane. There we go. Would you want it to be a long haul or a short trip to Portland or Seattle? Green arrow. Made it. Where are they gonna have us back at it? Right there? Hold on. I have a problem with this. I'm only getting the easy difficulties. It's supposed to be random. Yeah, it's random parking. Let's do skilled. Because I keep getting the easy one, the safe parking. There we go. That's better. This is going to be fun. moving. In line with the dock door. There we go. See if we want to bump the dock. Nope, they don't want us to. There we go. There we are. Drop a trailer. Alrighty. Almost to level 4. Darn. Alright, let's check our jobs here. So you wanted to see if you can do one to Seattle. Fortunately, I don't have anything. I got one in Portland, or Salem, sorry. Portland's not there. Yeah, I don't have anything going to Seattle or Portland. Fortunately, I can't get a long job on this. But what I could do is I could swap to my other profile and do a bit of a longer job to either Seattle or Portland, or even both. Let's see if I can do that. I'll do that for you. Go ahead and save this. And I'll go back to the title screen. It's because my other profile has pretty much everything done. I don't have any mods installed on this profile though, just letting you know. But we'll do it. We'll take a trip up there. And then we'll probably take, what kind of truck do we want? Let's take the Kenworth. Take the Kenworth up there. And that'll be an 18-speed manual transmission. And that'll probably be our last job for the stream here. We're going on about 3 hours, so. But we'll do this one last job and then we'll call it for the night. Alright, let's see what we got. So, first thing we want to do is our trucks. Swap to that one. So same truck that we're driving. And let's check out our jobs. So we'll check out our freight market. Right now we're in Iowa. Just curious where we got. Mason City. Nothing going there. Fort Dodge. Nothing. Alright. See what we got. Portland. Portland to Seattle. There we go. So scrap metals, so we're going to need a fast travel to Portland. Alright, now let's find that job again. Oh, we got a few different ones, too. So we got scrap metals, we got a transformer, or we got Kenworth trucks. Which one pays the most? Kenworth trucks at $14,000. Let's do that. We're hauling it from Kenworth to the Port of Seattle. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Otherwise, we can actually go to the shipyard and pick up. Let's see what we got. Let's look at the world map. So that's the shipyard here in Portland. The Kenworth trucks is right there. Let's just get the Kenworth trucks. It pays the most. So as you can see, the difference in the economy mod makes. Like these jobs are... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that one. Taking our own truck. $14,000 for a job. You know, even $10,000 for a quick job. So it changes quite a bit. We are now in Seattle. I'm sorry, we're now in Portland. That's right. We're going to Seattle. Like I mentioned earlier, the physics mod that I was using on the owner-operator series changes the RPMs and how fast they drop. You guys can kind of tell as soon as I let my foot off the gas, the accelerator, the RPMs drop quite a bit, so my shifts have to be way faster. Where that physics mod changes it to be more realistic, because in a real diesel and real truck, the RPMs drop significantly slower than the base game here. But we're still able to make it work. I just might not be fully double clutching just because of time restraints on shifting. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up these Kenworth trucks. Turn that on. Alright. Go to our freight market. And we'll do the red ones. There's our trucks right there. So we're going gonna want to back into them. Watching that rear tire get lined up. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and connect our trailer. We're hauling a bunch of Kenworth trucks. We'll hit this viewpoint real quick here. And we'll actually take the long way around Portland before we go up to Seattle. And let's take a look at our truck here. Wide right turn. So after this Mustang will pull out. Yellow. Gonna have to probably come in from the other side. I don't know. Maybe we can just pull up here. This would be interesting to try to turn around in, but figure it out. Actually, yeah, we'll turn around first and then view this. Portland. Turn around in here. Let's take a view at this. Pretty nice view right there. Really nice view. All right. Kind of looks like a special mission. Oh, it kind of is. Stalled it. Stalled it. Man, I keep stalling it. There we go. Back on the freeway. Make a right on red. Nice wide turn so all the trucks can clear. There we go. Seattle. There you go. There's a city skyline. Get a better view of it right there. I agree, it's an absolutely stunning view. Take the 5 and northbound towards Seattle. Actually a really cool view right there. Sorry, car. A good expression of Seattle's weather. I'm not gonna lie, that view right there of the sunset on that bridge, like behind the bridge, that's a really stunning view right there. But we're not quite in Seattle just yet. That was just a loop around Portland. Still got 2 hours, 3 hours left to go to Seattle. Fortunately, I think we're going to be hitting Seattle at night. We're heading Portland at sunset. also kind of speeding a little bit. That sunset right there is absolutely gorgeous. Especially if you look like straight ahead how the sky is. And this is 0 mods whatsoever in the game too. So this is all stock vanilla, just on max settings. Worried about those being red. Outside the United States, but you like Seattle and Texas. Huh. Texas is a huge state. And I think the developers did a really good job on Texas, like the purest sides of it. Especially if you're going from east to west. And I've been in Texas twice in my lifetime. First time we went down to San Antonio, and the other time it was just in Dallas, but that was on a plane, so I don't really count that second time. But the trip down to San Antonio was interesting. I don't remember a whole lot of it because it was when I was young, but still, it's a very bad state. Very best way to describe it is just large. And don't get me wrong, I like playing the vanilla game. I really do. That's why I have this profile. But I also really enjoy playing with mods. But typically what I'll do is the mods that I use either alter the traffic to make it feel more real, or it alters the economy, or both. Yep. So I stayed in Austin when I went down to San Antonio. I actually have a family that lives down there. I went to go visit him. We stayed in Austin and then visited him down in San Antonio. We stayed at some hotel. Forgot the name of it. And we were there for about a week, I think. It was a long drive, though. Definitely a long drive. Never visited Houston. I actually had a coworker that moved down to Houston last year. 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago now. I'm just going to pause real quick so I can read your comment. Been to Texas once, and that was for boot camp, graduation, and I went to San Antonio in uniform, and several days in the squad had beer thrown at us. Yeah, I hear that. That doesn't sound like fun at all. Yeah. What branch of the military then, I guess, for boot camp were you in? That's down in Texas. United States Air Force? Nice, nice. Well, thank you for your service. Actually, one of my buddies, he's in the Army, but he lives in the Air Force, right outside the Air Force Base in Oklahoma. It's right outside of Lawton. What do we got going on here? Don't tell me they got this shut down completely. Nope, they don't. Okay, we can get back on. It was just that little bit that they got shut down. Just a minor detour then. But I got to see that Air Force base when I went to go visit him down in Oklahoma, and it's the fixed mobility wing, I believe. Oh, we got a scale. How much do we weigh? 79,884. That's not bad. I mean, it's heavy, don't get me wrong, but literally hauling 3 trucks. Plus my truck. see the Seattle skyline? You can a little bit. See if I can do that. Yeah, you can a little bit. We can drive past it afterwards, after we drop make our delivery. Make sure we're clear on the right. The Seattle skyline. A little bit better of a view as it comes in. There is a viewpoint we can watch the next street over. Might as well go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's a little hard to see it at night. What I could do, actually, and go back in here. You could actually turn the daytime. There you go. And just turn the focusing off. There you go. There's the Seattle skyline there. And there's the Space Needle. Yeah, there you go. That is the Seattle skyline. And we are back at night. And we will definitely make a red on red, because why not? I'll turn green. So we'll see how this viewpoint is. Waiting for the day till ATS reaches Boston, that would be awesome. That in New York City. It's actually pretty cool. I forgot that they did this viewpoint. Everyone's going to need an unstuck command. I don't know. If you want to make it realistic. I mean, they were able to do Los Angeles with their rework. And that turned out okay. I'm pretty sure they'll just dial back the amount of traffic that is on the streets. But then you get someone like me that likes to play with a traffic mod that increases the amount of traffic, and then it can go a little bonkers. I've actually I tried doing a video of driving through Los Angeles on an insane amount of traffic, and there was a lot of lag. It's a lot to process. It felt like I was driving through LA, don't get me wrong, but my game definitely suffered for that short delivery. As far as the road network, I don't know how they would do that with all the eastern states like Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Maine wouldn't be too bad. Vermont, New Hampshire, all those New England states. I kind of wonder how they're going to do that with the scaling. I'm sure they'll make it work, but I feel like those states are going to feel really small in comparison to a state like Texas. They're most definitely going to have to simplify it, though. Absolutely. To Seattle. Make sure that we clear the scanner. There's another viewpoint here. Let's view it. Used to drive to South Station every night. Yeah. There's always definitely times where you just hit traffic and it just adds hours. Chicago is like that too. I remember driving through Chicago and I was stuck in traffic for like 3 hours, barely moving. That's a rough time. They're going to have to do that too. They're going to have to simplify the Chicago road network as well. Speaking of which, I'm curious on when Illinois is actually coming out, because that is one of the next states to come out. That and Louisiana. But I'm looking more forward to Illinois than Louisiana, just because it's closer to my home state. Make sure we're clear. I think we should be good. Parking straight ahead. well, sounds good, but unfortunately, that is going to be the last delivery for the stream. I'm going to have to call it here. It's getting pretty late. I still have to eat dinner. I haven't done that yet. But hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was definitely fun. I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to stream American Truck Simulator again, but I do plan on doing a stream shortly after moving into my new place. So we'll see how that goes and when I'll be able to. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. I'll make an announcement here on the channel for that, so that you guys are well informed. And then we can even do a convoy stream as well, depending on how everything goes. But let's see if I can get a view of the skyline in here. Might not be able to because we're in the port, but we'll see. I don't think so. Get out of the port, maybe you might be able to see it again. I forgot how you exit the port. That's the entrance. I don't think it's over here, actually. Let's just try to get out of here real quick. Oop, not that way. Lost in the port. I think if I go this way, I'd be able to get out. How the heck am I supposed to get out? That's fine. That's a good picture of the skyline anyway. That's all I wanted. There we go. Back up. Alright, that'll be the end of the stream. I want to thank you all for tuning in and joining me throughout this whole adventure. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. Also, subscribe if you have not already. I plan on doing some more live streams soon. I have one planned this weekend. It's going to be during a different game. It's going to be a house flipper, just for a little bit. But I plan on doing more American Truck Simulator as well as Euro Truck Simulator live streams, so be sure to stay tuned for announcements on that. I want to thank you all again for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.